The White House that was supposedly going to be all about transparency and openness and keeping the American people informed and part of the communication about what they're doing has now gone 6 months without holding a traditional press briefing. There's been a different press secretary. There is a different press secretary in place now than 6 months ago, but it has been 6 full months and there is no sign that the White House is going to resume these press briefings. And part of the problem is probably that the current press secretary wouldn't be able to handle press briefings. Her name is Stephanie Grisham. She replaced, of course, Sarah Huckabee Sanders when Sanders left. And recently, Stephanie Grisham put out a statement answering questions about why are there no press briefings? And this is genius in the sense that it is evil disinformation genius. They are indirectly referring to Twitter to excuse not having press briefings. Check this out and look at the language that's used. Quote, this is White House Press Secretary Stephanie Grisham to ABC News. President Trump communicates directly with the American people more than any president in history. The fact that the White House press corps can no longer grandstand on TV is of no concern to us. She's essentially saying Trump speaks directly to the American people. She means Twitter, right? And thus, we don't even really need press briefings where, of course, reporters get to ask questions and sometimes call lies out. Instead, Trump goes on Twitter where it is one-way communication with Trump blocking detractors on Twitter, people he doesn't like, and no opportunity for serious follow-ups from actual journalists. That is what they are using to defend not having a press briefing in 6 months, despite claiming both before and during the presidency that they are the most open and transparent administration in history, which, of course, only an idiot or someone consistently and persistently misinformed would ever fall for. And what's happening is that Grisham really can't handle what it is that would happen during a press briefing. Aside from not even doing the briefings, she also has done barely any interviews. I'm aware of only one that she did with that right-wing TV station ownership group, Sinclair Broadcast Group. And specifically, the interviewer was that right-wing commentator, Eric Bolling. I don't even get what she's doing to earn her salary. She's not talking to the press in press briefings. She's barely doing interviews. I don't even really understand the point. And of course, part of the explanation that the press briefings are merely something that allow the press corps, which they've characterized as just liberal, which is of course not true, that it's merely a venue for the press corps to grandstand. This is another authoritarian tendency. It's part of the press is bad. Letting the press ask questions is bad. Instead, we are going to do one-way communication, which is reminiscent of the endless speeches of the despotic dictators the world over, ranging from, we don't have to mention the German guy, but we can just go more recently. Castro would just do one-way communication. The Chavez-Maduro duo loves one-way communication with no opportunity for challenging and pushing back against what's being said. This is a hallmark of those with authoritarian tendencies. And this is actually particularly of concern because it actually might set a new standard or a new expectation even for future presidents. There would be, I'm hoping, future presidents that don't have the anti-media authoritarian tendencies of Donald Trump, that don't share his disdain for the press. But if we go not 6 months, but another year and a half up until the next inauguration, if Trump loses, that would be 2 years of no press briefings or almost no press briefings. It may start to seem like the norm even for future presidents. I hope that that's not the case, but that is a concern. The most transparent administration in history, right? All they do is lie and obfuscate and then cancel the few opportunities that even exist to ask questions about those lies and obfuscations. And they defend it with, well, Trump's tweeting. He's communicating directly with the American people, so it's all fine. This is the authoritarian slide that we've been talking about for years at this point. Let me know what you think. I'm on Twitter at DPakman. The show is on Twitter at David Pakman Show. And I hope you'll join me tonight on Twitch for a live stream, twitch.tv/David Pakman. Hey, really quick, I want to tell you about one of our partners, Vincero Watches, giving our audience 15% off everything they offer. These guys are awesome. They craft really stylish, top quality watches for both men and women, but they sell them at a fair price. Unlike a lot of their competitors, Vincero assembles their watches in small batches, which enables them to meticulously ensure the quality of every watch. I personally wear a Vincero watch. I don't like the idea of spending thousands of dollars on a watch when I can get a really excellent watch for 150, 200 bucks. That's what I think is great about Vincero. You get a watch made from top-notch materials. They look like watches that you'd spend a ton of money on, and they're built like high-end watches, designed mechanically with longevity in mind, but you don't have to spend an arm and a leg. Their entire goal is to make watches of superior quality available to the average person. I just got a new one called the Kairos. I got the white and silver version. It looks great. I've gotten a ton of compliments. They have a huge variety of styles, so it was easy to find one that fits my tastes. There are a bunch of other companies out there selling watches at similar prices, but a lot of them look very cookie cutter and just don't offer the same level of craftsmanship as what you get from Vincero. You're not going to find a better made watch at this great of a price. They've got a watch for any type of look you're trying to go for, formal, more casual. The straps and colors are interchangeable, so you can customize your watch to your own preference, and you can get 15% off everything in their store when you go to davidpakman.com/watch and use the code Pakman at checkout.